Denise O'Connell with Coldwell Banker Mountain Property, and I'm here today with Robin Wirsing of Allegiant Management Company, and today we're going to talk with the Inside Scoop. Robin, tell me a little bit about the history and the music scene in Winter Park.
Well, I'm in the property management business, but one of the things that a lot of the property management companies, as well as many of the locals in town, wanted to do was to bring music to the mountains. So we all got together and, again, with a lot of volunteerism, worked with producers and promoters to bring music, again, to Winter Park and the Winter Park-Fraser Valley. This has been going on since the mid-'80s, and early mid-'80s, when we first started, we found that it was very challenging to put on music festivals because there are certain costs to run them, and so it was done with a lot of volunteerism, volunteers that help work at the gate and help run the show and help build the stage. I mean, we've done everything. So it's really very interesting. In fact, something that a lot of folks don't know is there was a point in time that the Winter Park Jazz Festival specifically was in danger of not coming back for a particular year. And so a lot of the businesses and local communities all pitched in and actually funded the show. We all wrote checks with the plan and the intention that if the show was successful, we would get our money back. So between putting up funds and volunteering, that's really a lot of the history of how what is now a very successful lineup of music festivals, from big to small, has occurred in this valley.
What time of year are you guys doing these festivals? I mean, the big headliners and that kind of stuff.
Well, most of the music is in the summer, the July and August months, because that's when it's very hot in Denver in the Front Range, and people like to come into the mountains and enjoy the mountains and cool off. What
type of headliners are you usually bringing into the area?
Well, we bring in headliners that, for the very large shows, like Big Head Todd and the Monsters. Historically, we've had Sheryl Crow. The medium-sized shows, the jazz festivals, we've had Jonathan Winters, our local favorite Hazel Miller, and David Sanborn, for example.
Wow, that sounds great. And how do people get involved as far as volunteering on a board like this or being a participant in this activity? Tell me a little of that.
Well, these shows are basically run by volunteers. In fact, the whole history of music in Winter Park is because many of the folks in the community basically said, we want to have music in the valley. And how are we going to do that? And so the community pulled together and helped by, beating the street, helping find sponsors, even writing checks and funding some of the shows, just with the hope that it would be successful and people would come and we would have a great show. But it's even more to that. I mean, they actually help put on the shows.
Wow, that's amazing. I, at this point, feel like you've got so much information, and how else should people get involved with you? Can they call you directly or go to the chamber?
They can call me directly, or they can go to the chamber. I coordinate volunteers for some of the shows, and the chamber coordinates volunteers for other shows. And some of the things that they might be expected to do would be, for example, from help unload bags from the artists that come in, to take tickets at the gate, to sell CDs and merchandise, to even pick up trash after the show. So it's really, it's kind of a roll up your sleeve, all hands pitch in and do what's needed to make the shows work.
That sounds great. And it sounds like your summer activities around the area with the summer's Thursday nights and Tuesday nights are really geared more towards families. Is that correct?
Absolutely family oriented. In fact, most of the shows are family oriented, definitely, different talents and different music for whatever your preference is.
Oh, that's great. Well, today you've heard a little bit about the music festival in the Winter Park area, and I would like to thank Robin Wirsing from Allegiant. This is Denise O'Connell with the Inside Scoop. Robin, thanks.
Thank you.